Good evening, baseball fans. I'm Jared Ertman with you here tonight to bring Langsdorff League playoff action here at Wildwood Park between the Kenosha Bobcats and your Sheboygan A's. Tonight is the semi-final, as you might call it. The Langsdorff League has a ladder playoff system in which 5 teams make it. The 4th and 5th seed will play. The winner of that game will then play the 3rd seed. The winner of that game will then play the 2nd seed, and the winner of that game will play a 3-game series with the regular season champion, the 1st seed. The A's took the 2nd seed, and so now have 1 game to win before one of these teams will head to a championship series with the Kenosha Kings. Of course, the Bobcats being the other semi-pro team in Kenosha. The Bobcats went 8-10 in the Langsdorff League this year. Sheboygan went 11-7, and the regular season champion Kenosha Kings went 15-3. Of course, the Kenosha Kings, as well as the Sheboygan A's, also play in the Wisconsin State League. Kenosha taking 2nd in that league, or all but. There's several games left to play, and the Lombard Orioles need just to win 1 to take that from the Kings. Sheboygan far back in the State League, 8-15. So tonight, we have Derek Lumens on the mound for the A's. He has done very well this year. Has an ERA very low. Get ready for this. .72. .72 ERA. That is quite good. In 25 innings pitched, so it's not as if he has that across just a couple innings. 25 innings, and he was not with the A's for the first portion of the season. He came on late. Has done very well for the A's this year. He's a Lakeland College product, or rather plays his college ball there. I believe he'll be a junior there at Lakeland. Sidearm pitcher who's done very well for the A's, and he'll be facing a decent Kenosha lineup. Of course, they can't be taken lightly. This is win or go home. Of course, the A's have yet to look forward to the new playoffs, the Northeastern Wisconsin League playoffs, in which they can yet clinch the 1st seed. But first things first, tonight's game is the most important thing. Both teams have now taken infield, and in just a moment the national anthem will be played, and we will be underway here at Wildwood Park. This is Sheboygan A's Baseball, brought to you by Charter Communications. Not trying to.
With over 100 HD channels, the nation's fastest internet, and Charter phone, the Charter Triple Play is the best of everything.
The manager is now at home plate, exchanging lineups and discussing things with the umpires. Discussing the boundaries and peculiarities of the park, as is done at most semi-pro stadiums. Of course, I suppose it's done in the majors too, but Major League parks are filled by many more fans, and the Major League game is much more uniform. So in a moment, we will have the national anthem. Both teams looking anxious. The A's, of course, first in the field. Most of them already out of the dugout. Tonight, the A's lineup goes Capasso, Pearson, Patzman, Stout, Langley, Tyson, Hunt, Bromley, and Evans. Capasso will be in center field, Pearson in right, Patzman in center, Stout at third base, Langley at first, Tyson at short, Hunt behind the plate, Bromley will be DHing, and Evans will play second. Once again, Lumens on the mound, and the lineup for Kenosha that he will be facing: Schultz, that is Brendan Schultz, will be in right, batting first. Rob Weiss is the shortstop, batting second for Kenosha. Sean Miller, the center fielder, batting third. Will Randerson behind the plate. Steve Wolke will be playing first for Kenosha this evening. Dusty Eschbach will be in center. John Venn will be DHing. Ryan Ganther will be the second baseman, batting eighth. And to fill out the order, John Atkins will be at third this evening, batting ninth for Kenosha. And the A's have begun to take the field, being announced here at Wildwood Park. The A's have a solid lineup this evening, a full lineup, as they sometimes have struggled putting a full lineup together. It's mainly on road games, however. And here the fans rise, and we are set for the national anthem. And so we are set to play ball. Lumens toes the rubber to take his final warm-up pitches. And a slight change from the announced lineup. Actually, it'll be Patzman in left, Pearson in right, and Capasso in center. That's what it looks like out there. And the lights already on here at Wildwood Baseball Park. 7:40, 10 minutes beyond the scheduled first pitch. But that is not an infrequent occurrence at semi-pro parks, especially Wildwood. And tonight, there's not much wind. Flag in center, wrapped around the flagpole, looks like, just flapping a little. So the wind doesn't figure to be a factor. But in any event, Schultz steps to the plate for Kenosha and digs in to await the first pitch of the game from Lumens. And that first pitch is in the dirt. Lumens again, right-handed pitcher, side armor. And the ump calls strike one. He's certainly methodical about it. But there's no confusion there, at least. Some umps aren't really clear about their calls. That really doesn't help anyone. 2-1 now, the count to Scholes. Inside pitch makes it ball 3. Ball swung on, it hit into deep right. Back goes Pearson, but to no avail. That is a home run for Schultz, and the first run of the evening for the Kenosha Bobcats. Wow. That's not something you expect to see or want to see if you're the Sheboygan A's. Leadoff home run. That was certainly a towering shot. Just went and went and went. So with no outs and the bases yet clear, Rob Weiss steps to the plate. Now swings and hits one deep to left. Patzman is back, but that one is hit. Bounces off the warning track. Weiss will take 2. So a rough start for Derek Lumens. And so now Lumens looks in. Fires a strike. Sean Miller, the batter now, for the Bobcats. And of course, batting in the third spot, playing center this evening. Next pitch by Lumens a little high. Lumens again looks in, takes the sign. Checks the runner on second, checks again. And now a looper, and that one will fall in right center. And it looks like they'll be at the plate. No. Weiss will score easily on the single by Miller. And the A's are now down 2-0 here in the early going. So no outs as yet. A man on first and 2 runs in for the Kenosha Bobcats. And Will Randerson will be the batter. Lumens throws a ball outside. Randerson steps into the box after taking a bit of time to take the sign from the third base coach. I'll fall back for the first strike of the at-bat. 1-1. Anderson again steps in. Lumens takes the sign, sets, checks, and delivers. Ball 2. Again outside. And that's the thing you see with sidearm pitchers. They do a lot of stuff outside or maybe inside. That's where their wild pitches tend to be. And not so many in the dirt. Throw over to first. Miller is back in plenty of time. Next pitch is a ball inside. Maybe a little low. 3-1. Lumen sets, checks, and delivers. Meyer will go a hit and run on, but that will be a double play for the Sheboygan A's, as it is a liner right back to Langley at first base. He catches it, steps on first, and just like that, the A's have 2 outs to their credit, 2 outs against the Bobcats, and Steve Wolke now comes to the plate. Those are the kind of plays you like to see if you're in the field. Just a good turn of fortune. Hard hit ball right back to the first baseman with hit and run on, no less. Leaves the runner dead. Swing and a miss, and Wolke will go down, and the A's get out of the inning. Lumens getting his first strikeout of the game on 3 pitches, no less. However, the Bobcats do hang 2 on him, and that will be the deficit of the A's as they head into the bottom of the first. This is Sheboygan A's Baseball, brought to you by Charter Communications.
With over 100 HD channels, the nation's fastest internet, and Charter phone, the Charter Triple Play is the best of everything.
So as we head into the bottom of the first, the A's look to answer back after being put in an early hole by some very nice hitting on the part of the Bobcats. They're down 2-0. Top of the A's order again is Capasso, Pearson, and Patzman. A very, very powerful front of the order. Capasso having the front spot. Batting .330 coming into this game. He looked to improve that tonight and help the A's to the Langsdorff League Championship Series. Opposing him will be Matt Scansey. On the mound, left-handed pitcher is Scansey, and he bears the number 44. So Capasso steps in, left-handed batter. Paso is, and he dodges out of the way of an inside ball. Now looks at another inside ball. Swings and falls one straight back. Strike 1. And then ball 3 delivered. 3-1 the count to Capasso. And now a foul grounder up the first base side will fill the count. So while not as spectacular as a leadoff home run, Capasso has seen many pitches. He's doing battle with Scansey, and that's what you want your leadoff man to do. But more importantly, you want him to get on base. Swing and a hit into center, but that one is caught by Eschbach. That'll be one away for the A's. And Drew Pearson comes to the plate. Pearson is having himself a good season as well. 327 average, 2 home runs, just 2 triples, 12 doubles for 14 extra base hits. Now the count is 1-1 to him. And now 2-1. And I cannot say enough about how disciplined these A's pitchers are when they want to be. That is, when they play up to their full potential. They are a dangerous ball club, offensively and defensively. Of course, said Lumens, with his very good stats. Stanczyk is the lights-out pitcher on the A's team, record of 5-2, ERA of .64. And now the count is 3-2 to Drew Pearson. Winds and delivers. Ball 4. Scorsese could not get it across. And Pearson draws a walk, and that's what I mean by plate discipline. Getting on base any way you can. Walk may not be as glorious as a hit, especially an extra base one. May not be as spectacular stat, but it certainly is beneficial to the team. And now Patzman flies to center on the first pitch delivered to him. Well hit ball right to Eschbach. And Stelt will come to the plate. Stelt has been having one heck of a year. Went 4 for 5 in the Langsdorff League, Northeast Wisconsin League playoff, and that was the All-Star game, in fact. And Pearson will take 2. A stolen base credited to Pearson. Stelt did not swing at a ball that was thrown him. Yeah, Stelt having a very good All-Star game. Of course, that game here at Wildwood Park, the final score was 10-2 in favor of the Northeastern Wisconsin League. And now Stelt is put out. A looper looked like to be headed to the ground, but it was picked up before it did by Rob Weiss, the Kenosha shortstop. So the A's leave one stranded and do not score a run their portion of the first and head into the second down by 2. This is Sheboygan A's Baseball, brought to you by Charter Communications.
With over 100 HD channels, the nation's fastest internet, and Charter phone, the Charter Triple Play is the best of everything.
And into the second we go. Lumens back on the mound, and the first batter he will face will be Dusty Eschbach. Made 2 catches in the first to damper the A's efforts. Damn it. Lumens' first pitch will be swung on and hit to short. This will be handled by Tyson, and he will make the out. 1 pitch, 1 out, and coming up will be John Venn. The designated hitter. It was a high bouncer, but Tyson held it and got the out. Good start to the inning for the A's. And now, Lumens throws a bender that makes Venn step back, but it's called a strike. Now Venn will swing and hit one into right, and that one will fall. Venn will try to go 2. The throw is in time, but not handled. And so Venn will have 2 bases. Now Ryan Ganther at the plate. The man in scoring position. I think they're going to score that last one a double, but to my eyes, that is a throwing error by Drew Pearson, or perhaps an error by Tyson, who did not hold the ball. Throw was in time to get Venn out, but it was not handled. Throw was a little low. And now 0-2. The count to Venn. The count to Ganther. Pardon me. Venn on second. Now Lumens wastes a pitch. 1-2. Next pitch swung on and missed, and that will send Ganther packing. John Atkins is the final batter in the Kenosha lineup. Bears the number 26. Lumens checks Venn at second and deals a good strike. That one inside. Atkins again shied away a bit. Just as previous Kenosha batters have done. And that is one of the benefits of a sidearmer. You get those inside pitches, they come in at you. That is if you bat the same way the pitcher throws. Now the 0-2 pitch, wasted by Lumens. Curveball that Hunt needed to block. 1-2. Lumens sets and delivers. Strike 3. He got him looking, and the A's are out of the inning. Kenosha leaves 1 stranded, do not score any runs, and the A's look to cut into the 2-0 deficit that is retained here. This is Sheboygan A's Baseball, brought to you by Charter Communications.
With With over 100 HD channels, the nation's fastest internet, and charter phone, the Charter Triple Play is the best of everything.
So into the bottom of the second we go, and opposing Scansey to begin Lay's portion of the inning will be Langley. Langley, the A's first baseman. Chad Langley bears the number 29. Batting fifth, and now he'll line out to short, just as Stelt did to end last inning. So two good hit balls end up as outs for the A's. Trevor Tyson out of the plate. Hunt behind the dish as he has been for... Hunt will be the next batter behind the dish for the A's. Bromley, DHing tonight, has also seen time behind the plate. They will bat after Tyson. And they have not been shabby. No one on this A's team really has been. 1-2 now, the count to Tyson. He looks at a ball to even the count at 2 apiece. Everyone on this A's team looks good on paper. Swing now and a hit into left center. That will fall for Tyson. He will round first but hold up, and that will be the A's first hit of the game. The story for the A's this year has been playing up to their potential, and in some cases filling a roster as they go on the road. Again, this team is very, very much potential, and they're looking to show it here tonight, and then hopefully in the league championship series of the Langsdorff League. Hunt looks at ball one, that one way up and out. Now Scornsey will just loop one over to first. Tyson back in plenty of time. So 2-0 the count to Hunt as he awaits the next pitch. And he'll swing and hit one into shallow right. That will be caught. And now a throw to first to try to catch Tyson. But he's back, and that one, in fact, overthrown at first. But Tyson will not take an extra base or try to wisely. Randerson was there to back up and had the ball. Matt Bromley, now the batter. 1 out, a man on first here in the bottom of the second. Bromley awaits the first pitch to him. Tyson will go. The throw is off. And Tyson will be in there with a stolen base. Second stolen base of the evening for the A's, who I'll say are a middling team as far as running goes. They have some players with speed. They're not overly aggressive on the base pass, but They run when they need to. I guess manager Kyle Troon thinks they need to at this point. Now, ball 2, thrown to Hunt. Swing and a fall back, strike 1. So now, next pitch is a swing and a miss by Hunt. And called a foul tip, in fact, but that's just a strike. 2-2 now. Bromley, at the plate. Again, Bromley, sometime catcher for these A's, and he will strike out looking. And that will be it for the Sheboygan A's, who leave one stranded and fail to put up a run in the second. They're still down 2-0, and this is Sheboygan A's Baseball, brought to you by Charter Communications.
With over 100 HD channels, the nation's fastest internet, and Charter phone, the Charter Triple Play is the best of everything.
And so, as we head into the third inning, Derek Lumens will have to face down the top of the Kenosha order. Starts out with a ball to Schultz. Schultz squares to bunt, but pulls back. Ball 2. And now, strike 1 called. Pitch got the outside corner. Lumens takes a sign, winds and delivers. Strike 2. Schultz, a left-handed batter. That pitch, that'd be inside on a righty, outside for him. Now grounder to Langley. Langley has it and will touch the bag himself. Lumens hurries over to cover, as the pitcher should do if it's fielded by the first baseman. They run into each other a bit, but looks like no harm done. In fact, very good for the A's is 1 up and 1 down for the Bobcats. Rob Weiss now to the plate. A high ball thrown by Lumens. Perhaps a bit inside as well. Weiss did not shy from it. Some of these Bobcat batters have done. Now we'll square to bunt. But that'll be a ball. Actually, no call strike, but it looked like he did not pull back. And now strike one called. 2-1. Swing and a miss. That's strike two to even the count. So 2-2 to Weiss. 1 out, no men on. Newman throws one outside to fill the count. White steps in. And the payoff pitch. Swing and a hit to short. Tyson has it, makes the throw, and that's an out. Out number 2 for the Bobcats. And Sean Miller now will be the batter. Miller had a single his first time up. Now swing and ground another one to Tyson. And Tyson will again make the play. So 3 up and 3 down for the Bobcats in the third, all on ground balls. And they maintain a 2-0 lead over the A's. This is A's Baseball brought to you by Charter Communications.
With over 100 HD channels, the nation's fastest internet, and Charter phone, the Charter Triple Play is the best of everything.
So Grant Evans will be the first batter for the A's here in the bottom of the third. Evans has a bit better numbers than Bromley on the year, but Bromley has not seen as much action. Bromley playing in only 15 games this season. That has seen the A's play nearly 50 thus far. And now Evans will hit a fly to center, and that will be out number 1. So I guess manager Kyle Troon feeling that Bromley a little more potential than Evans, but Evans gets an out there to perhaps make that point or not. The A's need the output of every man in the lineup to be what it can be in this playoff game. Win or go home. Win and go on. Lose and go home. And now a grounder through the right side for John Capasso, and that will be a single. Drew Pearson now to the plate. Reached in the first. on a walk, and then stole a base. Now he awaits his pitch. Fossil takes his lead at first. And Pearson will look at strike one. Throw over to first. Fossil back in plenty of time. Wolke, the Bobcats' first baseman, was ways off the base even. Just a little throw to keep Capasso honest, keep him from stealing another base. Hopefully they're thinking they can do that, the Bobcats. Now, ball one, thrown to Capasso. Now another throw down, this one low, but handled by Wolke. It's one of the things that's dangerous about throwdowns. As you get up the levels of play, you don't see many get past the first baseman. And now Capasso will indeed steal second. I was saying sometimes those balls do, and that's just not good, but I suppose it's the same result as a stolen base, if you think about it that way. And that will be a stolen base for Capasso. Pearson at the plate. Stole one back in the first. Now Pearson will look at a strike. Two and two the count to Pearson. And he'll swing and foul the next one back to keep it so. Tim Patzman on deck, who put some wood on the first pitch he saw his first time up. Fortunately, it was a fly out. Now Pearson will knock one into center. That will be caught. And so up comes Patzman. Patzman, a left-handed batter, as you can see. Runner in scoring position for him. Now a low ball. Patzman can be very patient, or he can just jump on pitches early in the at-bat, as was the case in the first inning, and now swing and a foul back, 1-1. But the bottom line there is that Patzman, if he likes a pitch, he goes at it. And that is why he's such a dangerous hitter. Now ball two. That one again low. Patzman digs in to await the pitch. Scansey sets, checks again, and delivers. This one swung on, fouled back. 2-2 now. Batsman also a good two-strike hitter, as most good batsmen are. And he will look at ball 3. So now full count to Batsman. Man on second and 2 outs. Capasso will be going on the pitch here with 2 outs and a full count. An out grounder, but this one handled at first, tossed to the pitcher who is covering, and that will be it for the A's in the third. Leave one stranded, do not score a run. They remain down by 2 to the Kenosha Bobcats. This is Sheboygan A's Baseball, brought to you by Charter Communications.
With over 100 HD channels, the nation's fastest internet, and Charter phone, the Charter Triple Play is the best of everything.
To the top of the 4th we go. And the first Bobcats batter will be Will Randerson, the catcher. Randerson hit into that double play back in the first. A liner to first and a step on the bag for the 2 outs. Randerson wearing the number 33, a number probably more well known in Wisconsin for football than baseball. Of course, that was the number of running back great Ron Dane of the Badgers, NCAA all-time rushing leader for a time. And now Lumens throws ball 2 to Randerson. And now ball 3. Oh, no, that one's called a strike. Clip the corner. That is certainly a place that Lumens is going to want to hit. Fooled me anyway. And he hits that spot again. Comes right back at it. 2-2 now. Looks like he might have tried to hit it again, but that one went outside to fill the count. If you can hit that outside spot here, that would be golden. It's not a good pitch to swing at, but you gotta if the count is full. But a walk will be issued. Lumens not happy with that one being called a ball. Steve Wolke, the first baseman, and a right-handed batter at the plate. Squares the bunt. Throw down to first. Randerson back in time. Pulled back, but called a strike. That one is also called a strike. Well, Anderson was a left-handed batter, so that spot that Lumens was hitting against him was on the outside corner. Now he's just hit that same spot, which is inside on Wolke. Lumens throws to first. Anderson back in time. 1-2 the count. And now, a throw to first. He's safe. He went early. Randerson inexplicably went early, but he scrambled back in time. Lumen's throw just a little late. Looked like they had him there for a second. Wow. I don't know why he would have taken off that early. Lumen's checks him twice this time. And throw strike 3 to Wolke. Got him looking. So Dusty Eschbach, he's the batter. Grounded short his first time up. And he will look to swing, but hold back. Called a strike anyway. Throw down to first. Back in time again. Anderson out there on first, certainly doing funny stuff on the base paths. Lumens checks him a few times before throwing the pitch, which is a ball. Now you tell young players, and I mean this goes through all levels of ball, kind of get on the base paths and kind of play games with the pitcher, maybe get in his head, get him to worry about you more than the batter. Of course, good pitchers can, well, keep an eye on the base runners and get guys out at the plate, and that's why they're good. Now Randerson will go, a hit and run on. Randerson will be safe, but Wolke will be thrown out. Eschbach will be thrown out. On the fielder's choice. So now a runner on second for the Bobcats, and John Venn, the designated hitter, at the plate. So good hit and run there executed by the Bobcats. I have to tip my hat to him for that one. Advance the runner. Inside pitch, called a strike. And that seems to be the spot for Lumens this evening. Whether it be inside on righties or outside on lefties. No Bobcat batters looked to attempt to hit that pitch. Lumens sets and delivers. Called a strike. Good breaking ball. Of course, the breaking pitches of a sidearmer will be quite different from the breaking pitches of a straight-up overhander. Now swing and a miss by Venn, and that will be strike 3. Lumen sends them packing and sends Kenosha away without a run scored in their portion of the fourth. So the A's will come up and look to score their first run of the game in their portion of the fourth. This is A's Baseball, brought to you by Charter Communications.
With over 100 HD channels, the nation's fastest internet, and Charter phone, the Charter Triple Play is the best of everything.
The A's will send Harry Stelt, Chad Langley, and Trevor Tyson to the plate this inning, at least them, hopefully more. The Bobcats owning the hit column 4-2. Of course, put 2 runs across with that effort thus far. No errors yet for either team. That's good fundamental baseball. I mean, if you win a game due to the other team's miscues. And now a deep fly into left by Stelt. That one will fall on the warning track, and Stelt will take 2. So Harry Stelt hits a towering double. Didn't quite have the distance to go yard, but the A's will certainly take it as it is. Chad Langley now at the plate. Getting himself set, awaiting the first pitch to him, and he swings and fouls one away, 0-1. As I was saying before, Stelt shot. If you win due to the other team's miscues, you certainly take it. But as a fan, if your team wins as a result of the other team's miscues, I'm sure you'll be happy about that. But as just in general, as a baseball fan, enthusiast, you like to see good fundamental baseball, and a game with no errors can most likely be called that. And in a playoff situation, that's certainly what you need. That is what you need. Cut down the mistakes, whether they be physical or mental. Ball outside in the dirt makes it 2-1. And Langley. Some coaches will harp more on mental errors than physical errors. More on foolish plays than just a booted ball. Now a flying to right is dropped. In the left, that is, it was dropped. And Langley will be on second. And Stelt on third. Eschbach was going back. Looked like he was under it. He was. Looks like appeared that he made the catch, but he did not. It was dropped. So there is the first error of the game. So a fly out that could have been turns into 2 men in scoring position for the A's. Now a fly into right. And what is the call? Schultz, the right fielder, says he came up with it. Says he came up with the catch. He dived for the shallow fly. The umpires are saying he did not come up with it. Now the manager for the Bobcats is coming out to discuss with the plate umpire what in fact the call was. From my vantage point, could not tell. It was a very close play either way. Like perhaps it bounced maybe a bit. but it was kind of a bang-bang play. Schultz rushed in for it, dived, came up with it. But it stands as a hit. Bases loaded now for the A's. No outs. And the A's look to be on the verge of a breakout inning. And it'll be up to Justin Hunt to get the scoring started. And event will be likely up to Hunt. Not believe Stelt has the speed to steal home. Want to know now? Now 2-0. Scansy, of course, in a jam here with no outs and the bases loaded. Hit column now even at 4 apiece. Now a ball hit into right center, and that one will fall. 1 run is in. And now 2 runs are in for the A's as Stelt and Langley come around to score on a single by Justin Hunt. And so the A's even the score at 2 apiece here in the bottom of 4 and have yet to have an out tallied against them. Matt Bromley is now in the batter's box, and he'll foul a sharp one up the first base line. Runners on the corner. No men out. 0-1 the count to Bromley in the A's portion of the 4th inning. Scansy sets and delivers. Swing and a miss. 0-2. So, scoreboard in center here, well, it says 1-1, but that can't be. In any event, a fly into right will be caught, but a run will score on the sacrifice fly by Matt Bromley. Trevor Tyson will score from third, and the A's will take the lead. That's the first out of the inning for the A's, and Grant Evans is now at the plate. Justin Hunt remains at first. Evans takes a strike on a good breaking ball. And now a grounder up the left side of the infield will get through. That's a single for Grant Evans. Choppy grounder. Neither the third baseman nor the shortstop could get there. And another base runner in the inning for the A's. So back to the top of the order for the A's, and this will be John Capasso. Sure hitting lefty. The swing at the first pitch dealt him, and that one will fall in left center. Manager Kyle Choon is waving the runner in, and he will score. And Evans will go to third. So a double by John Capasso will result in another run scored for the A's. Justin Hunt makes it around the base paths. And Drew Pearson will come to the plate for the A's. We seem to be putting it all together in this inning. Mound conference now. Pitching coach for the Bobcats out there, along with Randerson, the catcher, to try to talk to Scansey and tell him to get these outs. I'm not aware of the depth, or perhaps lack thereof, amongst the Bobcats pitching staff. Scansey certainly looked to be in control until this inning. Now swing and a foul out of play. Well, that'll be strike one. Now it doesn't matter what level you play at. The big inning is what you try to avoid. That'll kill you. That will certainly kill you. Now swing, grounder to short, looks over to third, looks Evans back, throws to first, and Pearson will be retired. So, 2 runners in scoring position as Tim Patzman comes to the plate. Patzman has yet to reach base this evening, and this would be a great time to do it. Patzman readies himself. Scansey sets and delivers. Swing and a foul back. Strike one. 0-1. Base hit of any kind here would score a run or two for the A's. Base on balls would load the bases. Swing and another miss by Patzman, and he is down 0-2. Time for him to choke up, defend the plate, put the ball in play. Let's see if Scansey will waste a pitch here, as is so common in semi-pro ball, which is probably extremely common in most levels of play beyond the major leagues, below the major leagues. Less common, I suppose, in minor league ball as they're prepping players for the majors. But a no-pitch called on that last one. Time was called. Scansey threw, but was not to be registered as a pitch. Scansey does waste one, and now the count is 1-2. Next pitch by Patzman, grounded to short. The throw is in time, and the A's are retired. But not before they explode for a 4-run, 5-hit inning in which they take a 4-2 lead over the Kenosha Bobcats. This is Sheboygan A's Baseball, brought to you by Charter Communications.
With over 100 HD channels, the nation's fastest internet, and Charter phone, the Charter Triple Play is the best of everything.
Ryan Ganther will be the leadoff hitter for the Bobcats in this inning. The top of the fifth. And he will look at a strike from Lumens. And now, plate umpire asks the field umpire's opinion if he went around, saying he did not. Ball one, and now ball two. Now, strike two, evens the count. Ball three. Full count now, and Lumens delivers the payoff pitch. Swung on and hit up the middle, a high chopper. Tyson will handle it and get the out. Wow, that was a great defensive play. I will say that. It was a high chopper. He bounced in front of the mound and about 15, 20 feet in the air, came down. Tyson was behind second when he fielded it, and he made a good throw to get the out. John Atkins now at the plate. And he will look at ball one. That one a bit inside. Just a little off that spot that Lumens has been hitting all night. Fall back. 1-1. Now an inside pitch yields ball two. And now strike two. Count even at 2 apiece. Lumens winds and delivers. Ball three. That one looked a little high. Letter high. And again, the payoff pitch. That one in there for strike three. Lumens hits that spot that has been money all evening. 2 up, 2 down for the Bobcats, which is good news for the A's. This will bring up the top of the order for the Bobcats. Schultz hit a home run to begin the game, then grounded to first. And you have to give credit for Lumens. Despite a rocky first inning, he came back strong and has not allowed a run since. And now a foul back out of play. 0-2. The ball actually did stay in play, fell just inside the backstop netting here at Wildwood. It was a little higher and a little just a foot or so longer. Would have been out of play, but same result, foul strike. Now, ball one thrown. That one missed outside. Not by a great margin, but not close enough to swing at. Now ball two, that one high. So Lumens certainly not giving these Bobcat batters any good pitchers. They're not wanting to. And he will strike out Schultz looking. And that is it for the Bobcats in the fifth. So the A's retain their 4-2 lead as they come up to bat in the bottom half of the inning. This is A's Baseball brought to you by Charter Communications.
100 HD channels, the nation's fastest internet and charter phone, the Charter Triple Play is the best of everything.
So, into the bottom of the fifth we go. The A's up 4-2 over the Bobcats. Looks like Matt Scansey will remain on the mound for the Bobcats. And leading off for the A's will be Harry Stout, as he did last inning, because the A's batted around. Stout 1 for 2 this evening. Line to short, and then got a two-bagger last inning, and now he will ground to short. Grounds the first pitch thrown him. And Chad Langley now coming to the plate. Officially 0 for 2 on the evening. Reach base on an error last inning. I think that's an illustration of why errors can be so costly. Swing and a miss by Langley, strike one. Because the error out and right by Eschbach would have been the first out of the inning. But instead, Langley got on, and so did a bevy of A's after him. And Stout scored, and Langley scored, Tyson scored, and Hunt scored. Obviously, Langley would have been able to go around if he would have been put out. And errors lead to runs. And so now this one, a shot into left. That one is caught by Eschbach. A diving attempt. That one he made. Looked like it was going to fall, but no. So, 2 up, 2 down for the A's. Trevor Tyson, now the batter. Tyson will hold back, but the pitch will be called a strike. And now a grounder to short, backhanded. Throw a little high, but the tag made, and Tyson is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the A's, and after 5 complete, they retain a 4-2 lead. This is A's Baseball, brought to you by Charter Communications.
With over 100 HD channels, the nation's fastest internet and charter phone, the Charter Triple Play is the best of everything.
So into the top of the 6th we go. Derek Lumen's yet on the mound for the Sheboygan A's, and he is working strong. Again, he had a rocky inning to begin the game in the first, and has been strong since. The A's have a 2-run lead here as the Bobcats send Rob Weiss to the plate. Weiss has been solid in the field at short this evening. And that's what you expect. Again, overall, good fundamental baseball being played here tonight. One error recorded, a costly one for the Bobcats, but no infield errors, which is where the majority of errors come. It's been a solid game in that regard, and very nice to see. Count even at 1 apiece. White steps out, scratches his head, steps back in. Next delivery by Lumen, swung on and missed. Strike 2. Lumen's now ahead in the count. Next delivery a bit high. Ball 2. Lumens takes the sign, winds and delivers. Swing and a chopper to Stelt at third. He's got it, makes the throw just in time. Perhaps a step or less, but he got him. 1 up, 1 down for the Bobcats. And Sean Miller's now the batter. And the first pitch thrown him is a strike. And now a pop into shallow right. And that'll be caught by Pearson coming in. Evans was back, but Pearson called him off, and that's 2 outs. Will Renderson, the catcher, to the plate. Was walked once this evening, is officially 0 for 1. And looks at strike 1. And for those of you untutored in the game of baseball, a walk is not considered an at-bat. Swing and a fall back makes for strike 2. Walk is not considered an at-bat. Neither is an error. Or an error, I believe, is. My mistake. See, it can be confusing at times, but once you understand it, it goes smoothly. Walk is not considered an at-bat. It's considered a time on base, but not a time at-bat. It is a plate appearance. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. The Bobcats go down in order in the top of the 6th. The A's retain their 4-2 lead, and this is A's Baseball brought to you by Charter Communications.
With over 100 HD channels, the nation's fastest internet, and Charter phone, the Charter Triple Play is the best of everything.
Justin Hunt will be the A's first batter in the bottom of the 6th. followed by Matt Bromley and Grant Evans. And then back to the top. Hunt is 1 for 2 this evening. Flew out to right back in the second, and then in the big fourth, got a single. And now he swings and grounds one to short. This one handled, and the out is made. One away. Very many grounders seen in this game. Or grounders in short in particular. I believe there have been a couple of grounders to first, one to third by both teams, and the rest have all been to short. So perhaps not abnormal, but somewhat notable. It's been consistently just straight up the left side. Two and 0 now, the count on Hunt. Swing now and a foul. And now a flying right. That one will land foul. Beyond the reach of first baseman Steve Wolke. 2-2 the count. Liner to second, and Hunt will be retired. Or rather, Bromley is retired. Grant Evans is now the batter. This is the liner, the third, bobbled a bit, but the throw is in time, and the A's will go down in order in the sixth. Score remains 4-2 after 6 complete. This is A's Baseball, brought to you by Charter Communications.
With over 100 HD channels, the nation's fastest internet, and Charter phone, the Charter Triple Play is the best of everything.
Into the seventh we go, and Lumens will see Wolke, Eschbach, and Venn. And Lumens has been doing well so far this evening. Wolke has been struck out by Lumens twice this evening, and has one strike closer to having that happen to him again. Woomans winds and delivers. That one, he scored a wild pitch, but in reality, just a ball. There's no men are on base. 1-1 the count. Swing and a grounder to third. Stelt has it and makes the throw. 1 away. Dusty Eschbach is now the Bobcat batter. And he has been put out twice this evening by Trevor Tyson. Now he fouls one back for strike one. A good inside pitch. Strike two. Now he wastes one. 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And Eschbach goes down swinging. The designated hitter, John Venn, is now in to face Lumens. And he'll look at a ball. That one a bit outside. And now Lumens will hit Venn with a pitch. And that will be the Bobcats' first base runner since the 5th, or the 4th actually, when Lumens walked Renderson. So Ryan Ganther will now get a chance to bat this inning. Hunt goes out to talk to Lumens and now is back behind the plate. Ball one thrown. Next pitch in there for a strike. Lumens sets, checks, delivers. Ball two. Lumens again sets, checks twice. And now a grounder still coming over to make the play, and that will be it. Stelt cut in front of Tyson, made the play, and the Bobcats are retired. So at the end of 6.5 complete, this is the 7th inning stretch. And at this point, the A's retain their 4-2 lead. This is A's Baseball brought to you by Charter Communications.
With over 100 HD channels, the nation's fastest internet, and Charter phone, the Charter Triple Play is the best of everything.
It's the bottom of 7 here at Wildwood Baseball Park, and the A's have the top of the order coming up. John Capasso, Drew Pearson, and Tim Patzman. Capasso is 2 for 3 on the evening. And he'll look at a strike. And will now ground one to first and be put out 1 away. Drew Pearson in now, 0 for 2 on the evening. Reached base on a walk in the first. Looks at ball 1. Now, ball 2 gets behind Randerson. Puts her back in play. Randerson gives the sign to Scornsey, and now Scornsey winds and delivers. This one is in the right. A base hit for Drew Pearson. Ganther was going back for it. He made a jumping attempt at it, but it was over his glove. So I think you can call that one a Texas leaguer. But more importantly for the A's, you call it a base hit, who now have double the number of hits of the Bobcats, 8-4. And Tim Patzman at the plate, and he will ground one through the right side of the infield for a nice little single. No, he'll go 2. That one got behind the outfielders, and a run will score. Pearson will come around and score a run. So, another costly error for the Kenosha Bobcats. Grounder through the right side of the infield was not handled by either Schultz or Eschbach, and got behind them somehow. Patzman is now on second base. And Harry Selt is the next day's batter. 1 for 3 this evening. And he will swing at the first pitch shown him, and that one will fall in left center. It's beyond Sean Miller's grasp. And now Selt will take 3. Patzman will score, and the A's are up 6-2 on the triple by Harry Selt. That one was in the gap. You saw it right away. Certainly the Bobcats outfielders did. They made a good try at it. Miller in the center dived for it, but it was beyond his glove, and it went to the fence. And Selt gets a triple. Chad Langley is now the batter. The A's are widening the gap here. Strike 1 called on Langley. Now fall back. Pitch looked high. Langley took a cut. And 0-2 it is. And the next pitch in the dirt, stopped by Anderson. Did well to stop it. Of course, that's the catcher's job. Stop those pitches that are a bit off. So 1-2 now. And another one that's outside, and Randerson has to lurch out there and get out of his crouch to stop it. And the count is even at 2-2. So Scansey wastes a couple and almost puts him by Anderson, which is dangerous with a man on third, of course. But Langley goes down looking. Looked at that third strike. And Trevor Tyson will come to the plate now. Scansey sets and delivers. Tyson pops one back. And that is caught by Randerson. And the A's are retired. But not before they put up 2 additional runs to lead the game 6-2 after 7 complete. This is A's Baseball, brought to you by Charter Communications.
With over 100 HD channels, the nation's fastest internet, and Charter phone, the Charter Triple Play is the best of everything.
Moomans is out to pitch the 8th, and he will be facing number 9 batter John Atkins, and then the top of the Bobcats order. And it looks like they're going to send a pinch hitter in for Atkins. This will be John Kohler. And Kohler will look at strike 1. Tyler Kohler, in fact. And then ball 1. Lumens shakes off a sign, takes another, winds and delivers. Ball 2. Kohler held back on the high fastball. Now strike 2 called. And the count is even at 2 apiece. Now a swing, and that one will fall into right. So a pinch hit single for the Bobcats will bring them back to the top of the order. Schultz, again the batter. 1 for 3 this evening. Of course, that one hit being a solo homer to begin the game. And he will look at a high fastball. 1-0. Now outside pitch thrown. 2-0. Lumens looks in. Shakes off a sign. Takes another. Sets and delivers. That one called a ball. So Lumens now faces down what I believe is his first 3-0 count of the game. And he does not get it over the plate. Issues a walk, and there are now runners on first and second for the Bobcats. Two men on, no outs for the Bobcats, and Bob Weiss is their batter. Weiss is 1 for 3 on the evening. A's leading 6-2 here at the top of 8. And now a shot into center. It is caught. And that is one away for the Bobcats. Sean Miller is the batter. So that was effective. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 out. And now Lumens will deliver a strike. Two runners yet on. And now a shot into center. This one will fall ahead of Patzman. Rather, Pearson. And the bases are loaded. Called strike. 1-0. A little bit of danger here for Lumens. Ball 1, that one outside. Big cut and a miss. 1-2 on Randerson. Randerson, an interesting scorecard this evening. And he swings and misses. Oh no, that one was tipped. And foul tipped off a Hunt and went into play. Hunt jumped up a bit. Well, that one stung. But the count remains 1-2. Randerson hit a pitch back to first baseman that was turned into a double. And Langley stepped on first. Was issued a walk and has struck out once this evening. And now he'll knock one foul. Count remains 1-2. doing battle here with Lumens in the late innings. Top of 8. Swing, and this one into right center. It's a high one. Patsman and Capasso converging. The catch is made, but a run will score. Sacrifice fly for Anderson. That will send Kohler, who led off the inning, in to score. Runners on first and second now, 2 outs. Steve Walke is the batter, 0 for 3 this evening. And Lumens will throw one that gets past Hunt. Well, runners will advance. That's ball 1. Lumens will now bean Walke to load the bases again. That is the second hits batsman by Lumens this evening. Hit John Venn last inning. Now a mound conference. Tyler Martin, the A's pitching coach, out there to talk with Lumens, and Hunt as well. Trying to calm him down to get this last out and get the A's out of the inning. A's remain in the lead, 6-3. Dusty Eschbach is the batter. And he will look at strike 1 as an inside pitch, backed up before it even got to the plate. Not wanting to get beat himself, but that's the spot that Lumens has been hitting all night. And if you're a Kenosha batter, you gotta realize that by now and maybe take a hack at that. And the hack is taken by Eschbach, falls it away, 1-2 the count. Lumens here is showing some fatigue, but he has pitched many good, strong innings tonight. Six scoreless, in fact. Kenosha putting up 2 runs in the first and 1 run this inning. Now a high fastball in there to load the count. Fill the count, as it were. 3-2, and the payoff pitch. Lumens will walk in a run. Lumens is not happy. He is arguing with the plate umpire. Certainly a close pitch, but the man in blue says no. And John Venn is now at the plate. So 2 runs scored this inning now cuts the A's lead to 6-4. Manager Kyle Troon is just hoping Lumens can get out of this inning. It's not yet made a move to pull him. But he does have Brandon Winfield up pitching in the A's bullpen. 1-1 now the count to Venn. Now 2-1. Inside pitch yields a ball. 3-1. Lumens still firing him in there pretty good despite his fatigue, but his command has weakened. Now Troon will pull Lumens, as Lumens just has walked in another run. I don't really know if you can fault Lumens for that, or if he was just kept in too long. The crowd here at Wildwood giving Lumens applause as he heads off, and I think it's well deserved. 9 strikeouts for Lumens this evening. Five hits allowed, or there's 6 hits is the official score. Three walks and 2 hit batsmen. Winfield was up warming up, but so was Mitch Gardner, and he will come into the game. Gardner, a right-handed pitcher who likes to work fast. Threw no-hitter the opening game of the season against the Manistee Saints. And that series against the Saints, interestingly enough, was the only non-league game the A's, or non-league series that the A's played this year. Those 3 games against the Saints, Manistee Saints of Manistee, Michigan. Saints swept that series 3-0. Of course, the Saints, a solid ball club, but the interesting fact that the A's have not played any other league games is because the leagues that the A's play in have increased by 1 this year. They now play in the Langsdorff League. The first year they've done that, and they are now in the Langsdorff League playoffs. That's what this game is. Grounder to Stout, bases loaded, so he'll step on third, and the Bobcats are retired. But the Bobcats bat around. I don't know if Tyler Kohler or Atkins will come to the plate in the 9th, but they're back to the bottom of the order, and the A's are coming up now in the bottom of the 8th. This is A's Baseball, brought to you by Charter Communications.
With over 100 HD channels, the nation's fastest internet, and Charter phone, the Charter Triple Play is the best of everything.
New pitcher for the Bobcats here in the bottom of the 8th. And it looks like he will be C.J. Selner, another lefty. He's taking his warm-up tosses out there. The A's are now only one run up. They own the hits column 10-6 and have no errors to the Bobcats 2. And in all truth, those 2 errors at this point in the game, I think, are the difference, as one of those errors back in the 4th led to a big inning by the A's, and allowed that inning to take place. But in any event, the A's sit atop this game with Justin Hunt at the plate. Hunt 1 for 3 this evening. Swings and misses. 1-2 now. Now looks at a low ball, which evens the count. And now ball 3 outside. Hunt looking to get on any way he can here. A's need some insurance. And ball 4 is low, and Hunt quickly drops the bat and hustles down to first. Bromley strides to the plate. He has yet to reach base this evening. Has recorded an RBI with a sacrifice fly. That was in the 4th. And is now up 1-0 on Selner. Now 1-1. Now Bromley shows bunt but pulls back. Pitch, called a strike. 1-2 now. Bromley digs in, now calls time and steps out. Back in the box. Hayes could certainly do with some insurance runs here. Ball 2 thrown. So 2 apiece is the count. Selner sets and delivers, fall back. And the count will remain 2-2. Selner working quite slowly, which is somewhat unusual for a relief pitcher. Now a grounder to short will result in a fielder's choice. Hunt will be put out, but Bromley will reach base. Grant Evans is now the batter for the A's, 1 for 3 this evening. And strike one called. An inside pitch. Pitch has been there for both pitchers all night, or both pitchers of both teams. And I said the batter's got to be wise to it by this point in the game, but now flying to shallow right, that one's caught. Evans will be retired. Bromley back to first. To the top of the order, the A's go. John Capasso. And now, looks like there'll be a pinch runner. Bromley coming off. And pinch runner will be Cole Hiley. Cole Hiley, of course, the high school baseball standout from Sheboygan Falls, just joined the A's earlier this week after the high school state tournament. And Hiley has some speed, but apparently manager Kyle Truen thinks it's sufficient to put him on the bases this late in the game. And now, grounder to second, but it's booted. And Capasso will reach on an error. Maybe they'll give that one a hit. I would call that hometown scoring. Yes, in fact, they're giving it a hit. He had to charge it, but if he would have made the throw, he would have been out. But you can't assume a bad throw. No throw was made. But the nuts and bolts of it is the A's have men on first and second here. 2 outs, bottom of 8. Drew Pearson at the plate. And a fly out will end the inning for the A's. After 8 complete, they retain a narrow 1-run lead over the Kenosha Bobcats, who will be up in the top of the 9th. This is A's Baseball, brought to you by Charter Communications. We're at the top of the 9th here at Wildwood Baseball Park in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. And Brandon Winfield is now on the mound for the A's. He was warming up before. Mitch Gardner came in to relieve Derek Lumens after he fatigued and lost his control. Now Winfield is in, hopefully to close it out and send the A's to the Langsdorff League Championship Series. And he is facing now Mike Woods. Number 32, Tyler Kohler again. at the bottom of the order. He was sent to pinch hit last inning, and here he is again. 2-1 the count to Kohler. Swing and a miss, and now the count is even. 2-2. Time is called by the umpire. Now back in. Winfield winds and delivers. Swing and a miss, and Kohler goes down. 1 away. A's now 2 outs away from the game and a berth in the Langsdorff League Championship Series. Schultz now to the plate, represents the leadoff batter in the Kenosha lineup. Strike one called. Swing, and now a grounder to Langley. It's bouncy, but he has it. And 2 away. So Rob Weiss represents the last hope for Kenosha. He has 3 strikes to get on base and keep the Kings, or the Bobcats' hopes alive. Freudian slip there. The Kings will face the winner of this game in the Langsdorff League Championship Series. And strike one to Weiss. Of course, the Kings also of Kenosha. Ball one. That one a bit outside, perhaps. Maybe a bit high. So 1-1. Now, ball 2. That one looked good. That one looked to be the spot that both teams' pitchers have been taking advantage of this evening, but not called. So 2-1. Swing, and now a hit deep into left. Patzman goes back, and he makes the catch. And that's the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. The Sheboygan A's downing the Kenosha Bobcats 6-5. And they will face the Kenosha Kings in the Langsdorff League Championship. Teams are lining up to shake hands. This has been quite a game. Line score: the visiting Kenosha Bobcats, 5 runs and 6 hits, but committing 2 errors. Your Sheboygan A's 6 runs on 11 hits and are errorless in this game. So, errors this evening, a big factor. Those 2 costly errors. One of them came in the 4th, in which the A's exploded for 4 runs and to take a lead that they never relinquished. Another factor in this game was Derek Lumens, after a rough first inning, allowing 2 runs and a home run. Home run to lead off the game, in fact, by Schultz. Came back strong and found his groove. Pitched 6 scoreless innings before fatiguing in the 8th. And then Mitch Gardner came in, got that last out. Winfield worked strong in the 9th, and that was it. The A's doing well behind the plate themselves. 11 hits, that's certainly certainly a solid offensive effort, and an effort that propels the A's into a championship series with the Kenosha Kings. And that series will begin later this week. First, though, the A's must travel to Kenosha for a Northeastern Wisconsin League game. That will be tomorrow. And then on Tuesday, the Langsdorff League Championship Series begins. Of course, Kenosha will have home field advantage, and that means the third game will go back to Kenosha if need be. Of course, the A's are hoping to win the first two games because the story's been all season they've been better at home. You hope that would change in the championship series. You hope they would able to show a strong road performance, and we shall see. But tonight, the A's are jubilant as they ride a one-run lead out and in to the championship series of the Langsdorff League. So again, the A's downing the Kenosha Bobcats 6-5. I'm Jared Ertman telling you, have a safe trip home for those at the ballpark. Good night for those of you listening at home. And goodbye.